Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Welcome to the TMZ Podcast. Jaime here, and I am joined by the most delightful treat of a human being. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Cotton.
Wow.
Woohoo!
What an intro. Thank you very much,
Yes,
Jamie.
welcome to the pod.
I know, I haven't done it before.
You haven't done it. I'll be gentle.
Okay.
It'll be memorable.
Okay.
You'll love it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, Charlie, let's talk about Tom Sandoval. He's
Yeah.
back. Just can't quit him. He's around. So we got him out. Well, we didn't. A cameraman, a paparazzo, got him out in Van Nuys, of all places.
Right.
How did they find him, Charlie? Walking around, and he has some stuff to say about Raquel and the hate she's been getting about, you know, the debate of where she is. So let's hear what he had to say.
How was Arizona, the trip you went on?
It was great, man.
Okay. Do you feel mentally like you're getting there? Sandoval's almost over now, I feel like. Did you see Raquel out there at all or no?
Dude, I'm gonna just tell you, Raquel is in a mental facility.
Okay.
No visitors, okay?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
there. Whether she decides to tell you where that is after the fact,
Okay.
that's where Raquel is.
Okay.
No visitors,
right.
no friends, no family, okay?
Yeah,
no
yeah.
phone, no nothing.
Yeah. I was asking the questions the fans,
Okay, like-
you know, what everyone wants to know. Like, yeah.
Peter Madrigal and Dayna and these
Yeah.
people have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Okay.
Like, she's in a mental health facility.
Okay.
I went to a resort.
Okay.
So he's calling out Peter and Dayna. Dayna used to be on the show.
Okay.
For saying that basically she's at a spa. And I listen, I can't with Tom Sandoval. I think he's like the worst human on earth, but I feel for him. And this was a good thing to say because I will admit I was kind of on the train thinking that she was at Miraval.
Yeah. I mean, he was. I think that's basically what he was saying. He was at the that sort of retreat
Yes.
to sort of blow off a little steam because he's been under the pump lately
Yeah.
too. But Raquel, I mean, it sounds like, unless he's a fantastic liar, which I mean,
Well,
I guess
hello?
Ariana might say, yeah. I think that who would have expected the world to come down on these guys like they did, you know?
Well, what's so funny is I started a rewatch of Vanderpump Rules coincidentally before any of this went down.
Kind of lame.
Okay, rude, but
Okay.
agreed.
Yeah.
Not untrue, but not nice.
Right.
And he did this same thing 10 years ago to his old girlfriend, Kristen, but like they weren't famous yet, so it didn't matter. So like this isn't his first time, but I still, as somebody who was like a loyal watcher to the show, before this story went up, I didn't even think Harvey would post it. I was like, he's going to be like, who are these people? No.
And this is like the biggest story of 2023 now. Like,
Oh.
has there been a bigger ongoing story than these two people I'd never heard of, Harvey had never heard of, and we're still talking about it 2 months later?
Oh, I believe it was like March 5th.
Oh, okay. Massive stand,
It
Jamie.
was the day that the earth stood still.
Right.
But no, it's really unbelievable that I always kind of gauge it off of who contacts me. Like Robin Williams dies, phone's blowing up.
Right.
This was like a close second.
Oh, this was a very far first for me. I've got people obviously in Australia blowing me up over this. This is a worldwide story. I interviewed Tom Sandoval.
You did.
And my sister was getting angry at me for not going harder at him. Like, you should have told him what an idiot he is. You know, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm kind of like on his side-ish these days. In that, like, get over it. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I really think that everyone's come down on him and Raquel so hard. And it was, cheating's obviously bad. Affairs, bad. We can all agree on that. But the amount of scorn and public hate and backlash, and give him a break.
Oh my gosh, we got a Team Tom over here.
Team Tom.
I do, but back to like what he was saying though, it does gain sympathy for her, which then once again is this all just an elaborate, scheme.
Wouldn't you want to go to a mental health retreat if this
Is not a retreat. That's my point. Do I want to go to Miraval? Yeah, I have three
Okay,
kids. Like, sign me up. Give me like all the sound baths and
Meds.
whatever. Sure. Yeah, give me a whole cocktail of meds. Loves it. No, but that's what he's saying. He's saying she's not at a wellness center. She's
Right,
not
yeah,
at a
yeah,
spa. She is at a mental health facility, which to me, he says no phones, no visitors, no contact.
I believe it.
That is like the real deal, like psych ward. If that's what we're talking, and if that's what she needs, then that's a whole different story than the narrative of she's doing different like herbal teas.
Yeah, she's not doing her nails, and she's sitting there. She's sitting there in a room with a bunch of other people, and she's getting like
group therapy,
and everyone's like why are you the sort of person that would cheat and don't do that? Like, I don't know what these places, I don't know what you do there. But if she needs that sort of help, I'm inclined to believe him. Otherwise, he's more of a psychopath.
Well, you can't, if somebody says, they need mental help, it's not up to us to say, no, you don't.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. And the bigger thing is I don't think she's cut out for this show. She's a newer cast member. I think she originally started causing trouble just to kind of, make her way and like get her guaranteed seat for season 3, 5, whatever. But I don't think she's cut out for this. I think that some people are made for it and some people are not.
Well, I think her, like, do you have this saying in America? Her chickens are coming back to roost?
Sure don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know. Wild producer.
You do? The chickens are coming back to roost?
Apparently we do.
Like she kind of played this Vanderpump reality star game perfectly.
So you reap what you sow. Is that what you're
Is
saying?
that what you guys say in America?
I mean,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
A lot of farm type.
Yeah, yeah. I think she played this perfectly. Like, she wanted to be a bigger star. She wanted the attention. She wanted all that.
She can't handle it.
And now she can't handle it.
She can't handle it.
Right. So.
Not everyone's meant to be a villain.
No. Her chicken's coming home to roost.
All right. We're going to reap those chickens.
That doesn't sound good.
That sounds odd. All right. On to the next thing that seems to have a total chokehold on society. Sydney Sweeney and Glen Powell. This duo. So the big story now is that Sydney is not dating Glen Powell. She says she is still with her fiance. What do you think?
I think if they're not actually with each other, like physically, emotionally, like it looks like it's there. Like I know there's this thing about emotional betrayal and this sort of stuff. Like I went through like her Instagram quite happily, and she doesn't post her fiance like ever.
Yeah,
never. She posts a whole lot of Glen Powell and looking at him and leaning on his face and like she. They're probably playing into it, in part for marketing this movie, but the movie's not moments away. You can do that marketing down the track. And if you are either of these people's significant other, because he's got a girlfriend, she's got a fiance, you can't be loving this, even if it's all for work. It's all for work.
Yeah.
You can't be loving it.
So let's take a step back if you guys are not familiar with what we are talking about. So Sydney Sweeney and Glen Powell, two of like the hottest people on the planet, filming a movie right now. They've been in Australia. Both of their significant others have been down there visiting. They just did a red carpet over the weekend, and these photos that came out are like the chemistry is just, it's like, they're like these sexy photos, but it's literally just a red carpet photo, but you're like, oh my God. Like,
but she also posts candid photos
she posts
as well.
Lots of stuff online of just her in a way that's like inappropriate. Not meaning inappropriate, like, oh, he's kissing her, or
right.
But just like if me and you took like a selfie, that's fine. But there's a certain like placement of her arm in one photo, like that's kind of between his legs, and it's almost more intimate than kissing. That it's like anyone can get drunk at a bar and make out, but like to feel comfortable to sit on, they're on like a tour bus, like going around Sydney. I think one of the photos on her Instagram, and it's just so. To add fuel to the fire, on Monday, Glen Powell, his girlfriend, who we're not sure if they are still together,
Gigi Paris, very attractive.
She unfollowed Sydney.
I know. So either she's playing into this media game too, or like I kind of doubt that, to be honest.
I don't
like,
think Gigi's
why
playing
would
into
she
it.
be on board with playing into this? She is probably like us, confused why there's so much chemistry, and that why these two keep posting and keep like fueling the fire of our rumors.
And I think that Sydney knows exactly what she's doing. I kind of believe more that fiance, Jonathan Davino, is okay with it. He knows what he's getting into. He knows Sydney Sweeney is one of the most beautiful upcoming stars in the world.
But
and
he got into her, like the relationship with her far before she was
2018, I want to say. So she's definitely had a meteoric rise.
Right.
But I think somebody like him, he's not in the entertainment industry. She famously has said she has never shown interest in dating anyone. I think he's a really secure dude.
He must be very.
I think so.
Doesn't he run a pizza shop in Chicago or something like that?
Something like that.
Like
he does very well, but he's certainly not. Yeah, he's not being paid to run around with his shirt off on the beach like Glen Powell is. But I don't know. I think I want to be stupid and believe that her and him are fine.
I think that is stupid, though.
Okay.
To be honest, like, do you think their relationship is the same now as when they first met, or she's changed,
but
and he probably hasn't?
But you've been married for a while now. Your relationship's changed since you guys met?
No, but I haven't become like a overnight sensation, and then I'm, sitting with a beautiful Instagram model, and like it's not like I've changed at all. You know what I mean? Or my status, or my money, or my anything big in life has really changed for me. I'm still sitting here with you
sounds
talking
terrible.
about celebrity nonsense, Jaime. So I'm exactly the same as when I met
Okay,
her.
I guess she knew what she was going to get to. But
And
that's-
also, speaking of Sydney, Australia,
yeah.
very romantic place.
Yeah, and that's where they were filming, and that's where they have been kind of on their like love tour.
It's a very romantic place.
Is it?
Great place to fall in love. Her fiance's in Chicago. Serving up pizzas to people.
Now he's the server?
I don't know. He does something with pizza.
Okay.
She is with this, Glen Powell, like sculpted by God himself.
I
body's-
swear, boys like Glen Powell more than girls.
His body is
he's objectively beautiful, but like that, he's not my jam.
right.
But
Okay.
he seems to be every boy's jam that I talk to.
What is your jam?
My jam would be, you're gonna laugh, more like a John Krasinski.
Oh, like a lamey sort of.
Oh God, rude!
I get it. I
All
get
right,
it.
all
You want a
right.
bit of a nerdy type.
Oh, okay, fine, fine, maybe. But like, so then, what's your dream for this ending? Do you want them together, or do you want to believe that love prevails and that she's going to be with her man and that Glen's going to be with Gigi?
It's like AI. It's just inevitable. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what I feel. It's just inevitable. It's gonna be they're gonna be together.
This is Brad and Angelina.
This is Brad. Oh yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, was that it?
Yeah.
This is Brad and Angelina, and the pizza guy can be like
Oh,
Jessica.
no.
Well, no, what's her name? Jennifer Aniston.
Put some respect on her name, Jessica Aniston. I've heard of her, Jennifer Aniston.
Right,
yes.
right.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just it. We don't have any way that we can control this now. It's out of our control.
It's in God's hands.
It's in God's hands now.
All right. Ugh, all right. Well, moving on to our final topic of the day. Another shrinking violet, Kim Kardashian. She says that she would give up reality TV to be a lawyer full time.
Would you ever consider a life without the cameras?
Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like I have there's a lot that's always on TV and a lot that's always out there, but I think my friends and my family know we really cherish a lot of our private times, and I would be just as happy being an attorney full time, and I just, I would totally spend more time doing that. Cameras, no cameras.
You buying it?
No.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of reading, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of sitting in a stuffy courtroom and the attention's not on you, it's on someone else.
Here's the thing. She can be a lawyer, but I think she's always going to want those cameras around.
Yes. Maybe if she was like, a Judge Judy type. You know what I mean? It was Lawyer Kim. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Lawyer Kim, she's taking this case. I could see that.
Okay. Well, now she's got to be a judge. Well, is she going to be a judge or is she going to be a lawyer?
Well, I mean, we've done judge, let's do lawyer now. You know?
Okay, Lawyer Kim.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Has she passed the bar though yet?
She's past the baby bar.
But is that it's a baby
See, these
bar?
are...
Like, that doesn't sound like it's a real bar.
We need an adult bar stat.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? I'm not sure. We will have to look into that. Perhaps that is something that we will explore on our next episode. Charlie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you guys tomorrow.